Hello, today I'd like to talk about Eternal Darkness. Eternal Darkness is certainly a classic horror game and definitely fondly remembered. I didn't actually play it until recently, so my impressions may be a little different than those who remember it fondly, just because as the game industry change, expectations change. But no, I think Eternal Darkness was a really interesting and well done game. I guess the best way to explain it is to start out with a funny story. So I was playing it on my GameCube, and I got a disk read error, and I'm like, oh, ha ha ha, this is one of the game's insanity effects. But no, it turned out it was an actual disk read error. I guess my GameCube is on its last legs. But it just sort of shows you how funny the sort of fourth wall breaking insanity effects are that you can that you expect that any sort of error it throws up is a fake error and not an actual error like it happened to me. And I think that was one of the most creative parts of the game, and certainly some of them don't really hold up well, like the CRT boo fade to a dot, since who uses CRTs anymore. But I mean, certainly they were very creative. And personally, I'm not 100% okay with the insanity effects, just because all of them sort of are within the space of the game, so they just remind you that you're playing a game. Whereas I sort of opt for more immersive games, like, I want to forget that I'm playing a game. I don't want there to be any sort of impediment between me and the game. But still, they were definitely interesting and well done, and sort of the insanity aspect of the game was, I think, most interesting, and one of the things that sort of really hammered home the Lovecraftian aspect of the game. And it's a very interesting sort of narrative. I mean, not in that a ton of interesting things happen, but it's interesting the way that they create a narrative with all these characters, and it spans, like 2,000 years or probably more, and it's really ambitious, and I think they really put it together, and they did a very smart reuse of content. But in general, though, I didn't feel like it quite held up today. The combat is a little clunky, and you have to target the right limb you want to attack, and the magic spells, you have to figure out all these runes and configure that. I don't even remember. I used a walkthrough for a lot of it, so I didn't have to quite, guess all the spells, or I don't know how you were supposed to figure those out. But I mean, definitely the puzzles and certain aspects of the game feel sort of like trial and error, but they really sort of captured the Lovecraft, sort of ancient ones, controlling the universe, or, coming back to destroy you, and I think they did a good job with that, and I mean, certainly for the time, I think it was a terrific game, and it maybe doesn't hold up as well today, but I don't think every game does, and I don't think every game has to. I mean, I think creating a game for the audience of the time is very respectable, and I mean, certainly if you go and watch like old movies and people don't have cell phones, or I mean, there's certainly some I guess considerations you have to make when evaluating something that is old or came out a while ago. But no, I think the scope and the ambitiousness of the story and the environments and the mood and everything was really well done, and the insanity effects were cool. but doesn't quite, measure up today. Whereas I think something like Silent Hill 2 does. For whatever reason, I think they created something more timeless than Eternal Darkness, more eternal than Eternal Darkness. But no, I think Eternal Darkness is an interesting and cool game, and definitely if you are interested in horror games, it's definitely worth checking out.